Hey, check. Cool. Wanda here. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been wanting that fish for 5 years, ever since I got in the hobby. That's the first fish that got me into the hobby. What's up, SC Reefer? Yeah, I got a lot going on right now. The water change in the main display so I can get some water out, and then I am draining the. I already drained the quarantine tank, so I'm about to add the Queen Angel in. So I'm about to move this computer over. Can you guys hear me okay? Some candy. What you want to see? Uh, what kind of candy you want to see? Cool. I don't know. Babies, coral. This nano is doing so nice. Hold on, let me turn on the white lights. Let's see. This. Oh no! Oh no! Get you from this angle. It's so bright, man. Like, what do I do? But let's get that, and then I'll figure that out in a little bit. Yeah. So let me see my SPS. And bring this close to you guys. All right. This tank is really dirty. I haven't been at home for like get this clean out here. There you go. Got some SPS. I got this big SPS. I'm gonna be fragging. A Monty frag back here. Um, these up here are doing awesome. Encrusting over rocks. I wish I had more SPS. I wish that what I had in the main display did not die. Yeah, that's the nano with all the corals for now. It's a little bit hard cleaning it, especially on the bottom. Trying to reach in and grab stuff to clean the butt. Um, yeah, let me get you guys over here. This guy has been. Oh, oh, you know what? Let me see something. I'm gonna try to get you guys in the hangout. So I am getting the Queen Angel I just got today on my Dreamfish and putting him in the main display. So, here, like this. All right, let's see if you guys can join and talk. There's the link.
Hey, what's up? I'm in.
Cool, cool, cool. You're in. Nice. Nice. Who's that?
I'll check out the tape. Probably gotta turn off the blues, but
Yes, I got you presenting.
all right, cool.
Germ Fits is behind me. All right, so let me get him so you guys can see it. Oh, her. I don't know. I got you presented. Let me get back to me.
He's a good size too.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get him, but the guy I go to that always gets me awesome fish. There she
Oh,
is.
look at that.
Man, that's a beautiful fish. Aggressive too. So most fish, when I get them and put them in my car seat, I put them next to me, whatever. They kind of hide behind bag. But like where the bag, the plastic bag, the little ones you get, you put this bag in. That's basically opaque. He came out and he's just looking at me on the Instagram video, just like, "What you doing?"
Yeah, I see that. That was pretty cool. You're right. Usually they just
Yeah,
stay
he was
tucked away
just
in the
out
corner.
looking at me instead of hiding in the corner. So um, I think fish choose you. You don't choose fish.
What'd you end up paying for him?
So this guy was $95.
What? 95.
Yeah,
Dang. Or
that good or bad?
no, that sounds cheap. I would think he'd cost more than that.
Yeah. So one of the reasons I avoided getting this fish is the price. This guy is running up $300-400, especially this size. It's about 250.
Oh man.
Yeah. So the guy I get him from, he sells fishes cheap, but like I mean, I have never gotten a bad fish from him.
Oh, okay.
Like
Right on.
when I used to before I used to quarantine, I used to take fish and drop them straight in the tank. I've never lost a fish from him. Um, like my Emperor Angel, that's $160 fish. I got him for um, what, $60?
From the same guy.
The same guy. My Harlequin Tusk, which is $200 fish, 6 inches long. I got him for $60 as well.
Yeah, that one's dope. Oh, you got the lights off on the main tank?
Huh?
You got the lights off on the main tank right now?
On the main tank? Yeah, they're on
Yeah.
they're on right now. So
Oh, it's on. Yeah.
and then let's see where I'm trying to get SC in as well. Who's trying to get in? And, all right, SC, you got it. I sent it to you. So, that's a little better. That was noisy. All right, SC's in here. I'm gonna delete your. I'm gonna delete your comment because it has your email on there. What's up, Retro? HV Aquarium. How is that though? All right.
What are we doing? We're acclimating a queen angel?
Yes, sir.
How big is he?
About 4 inches. Yeah, 4 or 5
Oh,
inches.
nice. Are those guys reef safe? With caution, right?
Yeah, with caution. I mean, I have an Emperor Angel. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually I purchased a juvenile Emperor Angel. He's been in my tank now for a couple of weeks, and he's not picking at any corals, so he's doing good.
Yeah, so far what I see with my Emperor Angel, because I got him as a larger juvenile, he didn't pick corals at all, and then out of nowhere he started picking at zoanthid and like leather corals. So I think he saw it from my first flag fin angel that I had. He just got a bad habit. I think when you introduce them from young, they don't really pick a coral.
Yeah, I picked up a couple of what did I get today? I got a plating Monty. I picked up this SPS. I picked up four. I picked up four torch corals.
Okay. Oh, somebody said not with retro. It says not with caution, with temporary luck. Look.
Yeah, it all depends on what kind you get. It's true. Depends on the personality.
I need to pick up some of this more well.
How'd that taste?
So, like the beach. Oh man, I need to go to the beach. I miss it. Like 3-4 hours of really driving me. That's crazy.
What state are you in?
I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia.
Where is that? Jordan?
Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, you're in Georgia. Okay, you're not too far from me. You're only a few hours from me.
And where I'm from, I used to just go out to the backyard, and there's the ocean's right there.
Oh, nice.
Here, you have to go 3-4 drive.
Yeah, I had last weekend. I had Rico at my house. Tristan's Reef was at my house. We had this other guy, John, and then Click Clack from Click Clack's Reef was supposed to come, but his son got bit by a bee, so he couldn't make it. But yeah, man, we had a barbecue. It was pretty good, man. Met Rico for the first time.
I saw it. I was looking at his Rico stuff and his live stream and stuff like that. I was like, oh wow, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, we'll probably do it again toward the end of the summer. I don't know if you're down to taking a 3.5-hour trip up here, but you're more than welcome to come up and hang out. And we usually just go to Nemo's Reef and check that place out, and then we come back and have a barbecue.
So yours is Nemo's Reef. The guy I get mine from is Nemo's Aquarium.
Oh, there's a Nemo's Aquarium down there?
Yeah, that's what. There's 2 of them. Nemo's Aquarium. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's the same guy. He's like
No, no, yeah, this guy, he only owns one shop down here.
Filipino or something. This guy, he's still over me. Let me see this closer. I better look.
Are you putting them in quarantine, or are you just going to throw them right in the main display?
Quarantine. So everything in me wants me to put them in the main display, but I have to follow my own rule.
Yeah, I got you.
I can't not.
Yeah, that fish is beautiful. I see him. He's got that blue face. He's nice. Blue, yellow.
Blue, yellow, pretty fish. He's ready to get out now.
Yeah, he's ready. Looks like he's doing all right.
He's doing all right.
How long you usually put him in quarantine? A few weeks?
Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks, so about a month. I just removed.
You don't.
Huh?
Do you treat any of your fish with copper, or you just keep an eye on them to see how they're doing?
Nah, hyposalinity.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
and the thing about why I don't treat with copper, especially for a guy like this, an Angel, they don't handle copper at all. So
Yeah.
the hyposalinity is the way to go. I love it. The only thing I hate about it is getting the fish up from 1.0 to get them to 1.026. That's the thing. But
Yeah, I guess if you can drip acclimate them for a couple of hours, depending on how slow you do the drip, I think they'll adapt pretty quickly.
yeah, I think so. I've done it. I did it last week for the first time with that sail team time that I got. I acclimated for like 5 to 6 hours. So
Yeah, it doesn't take much as long as it's done slowly. Because if you do it fast, you put them in shock, and you never know what can happen. But he looks good, that fish. Yeah, I like buying juveniles. I don't know. I don't like buying adults.
yeah,
I
wanted a juvenile, a small one, about this size, just like 2 inches. But with my Emperor Angel being a blood hole that he is, being everything up, I have to get something about his size a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, my guy, when I first bought him, I looked at him. I was like, oh, man, I think they gave me a Korean Angel. But you notice the stripe, the way it's curved, like on the tail and stuff. And they kind of look the same. But it's amazing how they go from that purplish color and turn into, and the stripes go straight. It's amazing how they change color like that.
Okay. You're talking about your Queen Angel? Or
No, I bought a juvenile Emperor Angel. It's
yeah.
tiny. It's only about an inch. But he's doing pretty well. But for some reason, he won't eat any of the food I give him. But he's been like picking off the algae on the rocks and stuff.
Mhm.
But I've tried flake food. I've tried that fish frenzy. I've tried mysis. I don't know. He just doesn't eat.
Probably, he says a small one, right?
Yeah, he's tiny. Yeah.
If you could get like brine shrimp or something like that.
Yeah, I may pick that up tomorrow. That's not a bad idea. I'm going to try the brine shrimp because the fish frenzy has everything in it. It even has that in it. But I'll try the brine shrimp. Maybe I'll go pick up a package of that and see how he does with it.
Does he look fat? 'Cause I think you had him for a good while, right?
No, I got him a couple of weeks back. He's doing really well. I mean, he's swimming around. He's just picking on the rocks everywhere, and he's picking on the glass in the back, and like, I guess that's where he's getting his like food source. But I tried all different types of flake food that I had here, and I tried mysis. I tried fish frenzy, which has everything in it. But I'll try the brine shrimp. I'll go buy that and see if he'll pick on that.
Yeah. I never really had any problems eating. But I did get him kind of large. But if it's picking on the rocks, that's cool enough. Got a little algae
Yeah.
breezer for the time being.
Yeah, that's all he does all day long. Is just pick on the rocks, the back of the glass.
Richard Reef, I'm not sure if it's a hybrid or half. Is there a way to know if it's a hybrid? I didn't know there was such a thing as a hybrid. I'm gonna have to look it up.
He's talking about your fish.
Yeah, he was saying he asked if it was a hybrid or full queen.
Hmm.
Oh. Are there any distinct features I need to look for?
A hybrid meaning like it's tank raised, or yours is from like the ocean? Is that what he means?
I don't know because he said he needs to see it closer. So he needs to see it closer. It might be some other thing like a mix between a different fish.
No problem with icks with any of your tank fish?
No.
That's good.
Yeah, so see, there's 4 people watching. I've disclosed this information 3 times already. So a long time ago, I did something very stupid. I didn't have money, and I needed salt to the water change, and I used what you call that, water softener to make salt, and basically wiped out all the coral I had, and 90% of the fish. All that remained was my blue hippo tang and my tarpon clown, because they don't sleep at the bottom of the tank; they sleep like up behind pumps and up in rockwork. So I guess the water softener settled at the bottom, so every fish that stick to the bottom died, and all the corals and stuff like that, obviously. But since then, those 2 fish have never gone ick. Even when I had ick in the tank, you don't see ick on their body.
What's that yellow fish? Is that a like a lemon drop, or what is that?
Flagfin angel. So there's one there.
Blackfin angel?
Yeah, flag.
Yeah, yeah.
There's one there and one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like that one with the black stripe. What kind of corals do you have in that tank?
The main display is mainly Euphyllia, like torch and 2 different sets of hammers, and 2 mushrooms, podium coral. It's almost like a green star polyp, but it doesn't grow as quickly. And then 1 tiny crab of Monticore. I'm interested in Monticore because something happened. I don't know what I did, but all the hard corals in here died. I had to take everything out.
And what are you dosing anything in that tank, or are you just doing water changes?
Just water changes. So I don't have enough.
Yeah, I just started dosing kelp. Raise up my alkalinity and the pH. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I dose just 2 tablespoons. I mix in this gallon dispenser thing I made. It's been working really well for me. But once I have my tank fully stocked, I'm definitely gonna get a calcium reactor.
Okay. Oh, I see what he's saying now. So he was saying, let's see, a cross between 2 different angelfish. So a queen angel plus a blue angel is a tungsten angel, and it looks just like a queen angel, the body, but it's gray instead of like the blue and yellow that you see. I think mine's a full queen because it's less gray, more blue and yellow. So I didn't even know they made hybrids. So probably I could get a hybrid Emperor Angel and Queen Angel. Whatever that is. wishful thinking though.
All right, man. I'm gonna drop. I got 5% left on my phone here.
Alright, no problem.
All right, Johan, man. I'll talk to you later.
Sure,
Good luck with everything.
sure, thank you.
All right.
Alright, who else we got in here? Let's go. What's up, Dave? Oh wow, Dave Nano is here. I feel special now. Who's that bowl? Get this back down. What's up? What's up, Van Winkles? I'm saying right? Got a new fish. Lost this fish. Anybody wants to come in? There's the link. Sunday, where are you? All right, I'm gonna need a name for this guy. Somebody, give me a name. Queenie, Shuriken, Nemo, Dory. Never name your fish. Okay. I would try Nemo on my fish though. Especially for a guy like this, but I won't name him just yet. I need 7 days, and then I'll know for sure. What's up, Van?
Hey, Johan, how are you?
Doing good, sir. How about you, man?
Call me Rip, brother. Call me Rip.
Rip? Okay.
Dave, jump in here, man. Come on. Let's. The stream's so quiet. Let's help out Johan.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. If you can't tell.
So what are you doing, man? What did you decide to live stream?
I am acclimating my Queen Angel right now, so she is
New fish.
New fish.
New fish. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's an angel.
Yeah, Queen Angel.
Yeah, it's blurry. It's hard to see because there's a reflection. Yeah, now it's better.
That white fish.
That's a nice fish, brother. Nice fish. But you know, angels are not really reef safe. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem with angels. They're beautiful, but you don't see them too much in reef tanks because they tend to. It depends on the fish, you know. Sometimes you get a good one. It's not, if it's well fed, it's not too bothersome for your coral. But other times, it can be kind of like a terrible thing. You know that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't keep any drawers in my main display. So my Emperor Angel and my 2 flag Queen Angels. I can't keep any leather corals. What else I can't keep? Just about anything.
What are these ones? What coral are these bad for? Just softies or?
No, some softies. So like this guy, I'm not sure. I got a up in the air with this guy. But as far as I can tell, with the angels that I have currently, any zoanthed or polycolor, any leather corals, but euphyllias are fine, little messy euphyllias, and what else? And sponges, I can't keep that one sponge at all.
Yeah, forget about that. That will just tear that apart. Unless they're in a place where they can't get at them, like.
Yeah, but I have sponges I have a big sponge tree in the 75-gallon display, and I had to chop it up in pieces. I got it for food to begin with, but I was like, they eating it too fast. I put some in the nano so it grew out, and then I put a little frag in the main stick every now and then.
A bit hard to hear you, but I think I heard what you said. Your mic is cutting out a little, but
Oh.
Yeah, you said you had in the main display something, right?
Yeah, I said in the main display I used to have a large tree sponge, but I got rid of that. I didn't get rid of it. I chopped it up in small pieces and I have it in the nano tank to let it grow out because the Emperor Angels, all the angels were eating it too fast.
I collect them wild here. I get my sponges from the tidal pools.
Okay. Where are you actually? Because you said it's Sunday morning already for you?
Yeah, it's Philippines here. Like everybody knows. Maybe you just haven't met me yet, so you didn't know that. But everybody knows I'm in the Philippines here.
Okay. No, I remember I've been on Rico's chat and heard you talking in a different
place, but I didn't catch it from that. I think you did mention it one time when they were talking about the ban.
Oh yeah. Rico was asking me, but actually, I haven't been really much help. I don't know too much about what's going on in Indonesia. So
Yeah, but you know what though? That ban. I was looking at they put up the little flyer, not the flyer, the letter, and the date on the letter matched the ban date. So I'm reading for it. It says the ban begins May, let's say 25th. The letter at the top, the date was shown May 25th as well.
man, I have no idea. I would be able to help you figure out that mystery. Honestly, like I'd probably be like, what distributor did your local fish store get that from? And then that's how I'd probably try to figure it out. But I'm not even sure. Not even sure. So it's too bad actually that they're not more organized with corals here in the Philippines. Like, because actually collecting coral here is outlawed.
Yeah.
In other words, let's say you had a restaurant and you wanted to have a reef tank as a display tank in your front window, for example, something like that. Then you can't do it because it's illegal. Like, for example, they sometimes sell coral in the pet shops, and the department that takes care of the wildlife here raid the pet shops and take the corals back. So, and fine them, of course, give them a fine. But they're not allowed to sell coral. It's selling coral is. Even we've done some fish shows like the local reefers here, and we're not allowed to put coral in just as a display.
Okay. Wow. That's a big bummer for real.
Yeah, it's too bad that they've done that here. Like what they should have done, I think anyway. I think what most people would agree, what they should have done, is allowed aquaculture corals only, and like have a license for that, and certify the corals aquaculture coral, like track them. So I think that's what should have been done, but. Just to allow coral to be the right kind of coral to be shipped out of the Philippines. But personally, I think that there's a monopoly going on here. There's one company shipping corals from the Philippines, and they're basically paying the government to have a ban for everybody else, if you see what I mean. That's what's really going on in the Philippines.
If it's banned on some of the, for most people, and then one person can get it done, then they're big.
Yeah, it paid off the government, like paid off the BFAR, like it's the branch of the government here, like but you never know, that may change.
Yeah, where I'm from, it's kind of like that with some things. Like one from a nice, real nice place. It's not as third world per se, but something.
Say again, Johan.
Yeah, I was saying where I'm from, it's kind of like that for some things.
Where are you from?
I'm from the island of Dominica. So it's not as third world per se. It's third world based on like GDP, but besides that, everything else is pretty much same you can see here.
Dominica?
Yeah, Dominica. So.
Oh, you're from the DR. Are you from the DR?
No.
Dominican Republic?
No, not that one. It's the next one. Look up the Nature Isles of the Caribbean.
Okay. Okay, I probably don't know that island. Is that like a small island, or?
Yeah, it's a small island.
It's just called the Dominican?
Yeah, just Dominica.
Oh, Dominica.
Yeah. And when I used to snorkel in there, that's why I saw my first queen angel. So
that's how you got into reefing.
Yeah, that's how I had the idea, but the one company gave the reefing. I was always scared of it because it was expensive. I started with an aquarium that was for a praying mantis.
Oh, you mean a mantis shrimp?
No, 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 the actual bug.
Oh, okay. You were yeah. Actually, that's a pet here. People are there's some crazy mantises here, like the white ones and the exotic mantis shrimp. Not mantis shrimp, praying mantis.
Yeah, like the lotus mantis.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's it. You can see them sometimes when I go to some pet exchange or some pet shop. Like there's some. I see them often here. They're like long and green.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
just a normal one. My cats eat them.
I used to have a really big green one. Just the regular green one. I used to have one, and then I guess my wife, when she started staying with me, she was like, yeah, no bugs. And my sister was like, yeah, you need to get your fish. So I got fish. And a lot of people start with fresh water and then go to salt water. I started with salt water and then went to fresh water, and the fresh water didn't work, so I stuck with salt water. Like I couldn't keep no freshwater fish alive; they just kept dying. But saltwater fish, they never died. So I was like, okay,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised because um, if you you obviously know what you're doing. I follow your channel actually.
oh yeah,
You obviously know what you're doing with your tanks. I saw your video on the straight voltage, for example.
Mhm.
So if you can keep salt water, you should be able to keep fresh water like no problem.
yeah. I think when I first got into fresh and saltwater, I didn't know I was doing. But salt, what I always think is saltwater. Once you get the what's it called, the bacteria started, it's a lot more stable than freshwater. I think freshwater you have to, after the cycle, you gotta go a little bit longer past the cycle and let the bacteria age. I think the bacteria in freshwater age is slower than saltwater. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
You know
So
what? You can actually skip the fish in a freshwater tank and start off with a planted tank.
yeah,
Like there's no fish to die, like there's actually no fish to die, and you can add the ammonia. You can dose the ammonia if you want. Like you don't even have to have fish. And then when your plants are growing, you can add the fish, and I guarantee you, like we have some killifish here. Like they are, what killifish are? They're live bearers. So when it dries up in the dry season, when the water dries up, the fish bury themselves in the mud and they lay eggs. Uh, um, K-Town Reefer, how do you keep coral then? You pray very hard.
yeah,
so
I'm watching scripture.
so I'm just reading the chat here. So yeah, so no, like and then when the rains come back, like the fish, the eggs hatch, and the fish that have survived in the mud like come out, so yeah, you can actually use local fish. They're like guppies. They're live bearers, but like similar to guppies and mollies.
And I'm planning to do a planet tank. There's this place back home. If you look it up, it's called Emerald Pool, and it's beautiful, serene waterfall. Like it's tucked in the mountains. Um, it's just beautiful, and I've always wanted to do a freshwater
What
tank.
did what did you call it? You wanted to
Emerald Pool,
emerald?
yes. Pool,
What?
Pool, pool.
Ah, okay. Like it's like you want to make a pond.
Yes, not a pond. No,
Uh,
I want to make like a 40-gallon breeder and basically aquascape it, or like almost like an 88 tank, or one of those tanks you see on like the Green Machine channel.
okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's like a planted tank.
Yeah, more like a planted tank. That's what I kind of.
Yeah, I've done planted tanks. I like that actually. I don't have a chance to do it now, but um, maybe in the future I will start one. I'm sure there's a lot of like um, plants here that are like not available in. I'd have to go in the forest, like go into it's not even forest, it's jungle. I'd have to go into the jungle here, like, and see what's available in the natural river. I've seen some pretty cool water plants.
This guy's probably hungry. I just thought about it. But yeah, that one of the plants. There's one that looks like it's grass that I want to get.
When you go away from your microphone, it's kind of hard to hear you. So I hate asking you what, but I'm not getting half of what you're saying. Sorry, man.
No problem, no problem, no problem. Just let me know. I just wanted, but yeah, I'll say I wanted to get one of those green planted, the one that looks like a mat, and basically.
You're talking about Java moss.
Yeah, I guess Java moss. Yeah, but I was saying let me feed him, and this fish is already eaten and happy, so that's good.
That's an awesome fish, man. Seriously. How much did you pay for that? Can I ask? Sorry.
$95.
Yeah, we see those. I see those huge here, like bigger than my hand.
Yeah. I saw one at the store that was about the size of the bag, so yeah, bigger than my hand. And that's the size I saw first time I went, not first time, first time I saw Angel. I went snorkeling. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know fishes got that big.
It's hard to catch like small. It's really hard to catch small fish, like small ornamental fish. Like for example, a small hippo, or like a small. I think it's easier to catch like small damsels. Small damsels here, like wild catching them is easier, much easier. Damsels, no problem. Any kind of damsel, you can catch them small. But angel and like really nice ornamental fish, it's hard to catch them small. Or else, I would have had a couple of nice like hippo, or I would have had actually a couple of nice small tangs, but can't find them unless I go to a pet shop or exporter.
So you guys can keep fish just fine, right? It's just the coral that's hard to keep.
Well, everybody does. Everybody does. Like, I'm just super careful, like, not to put it on video, but everybody does. And, they just, like, I think that the authorities basically don't bother home aquarists, like, they won't bother you if you have it at your home. They're not going to come knock down the door and take your coral or something like that. But if you're a business, yes.
They probably don't want the sale of it though.
Yeah, they're like, you cannot sell coral. Like if you have a pet shop, you can't sell coral. Although I have a feeling that may change soon. That may actually change soon, but I don't want to open my mouth. You never know. I think there's nothing wrong with selling aquaculture in the world.
We're looking at it.
So what are you doing now? What are you doing now? You're like doing something. What are you doing?
Right now?
Yeah, man.
Alright, so besides just acclimation, I'm about to do a water change on the other side. Well, I already changed the water. I didn't replace the water. The bad water.
How come you guys don't drip acclimate your fish? Like that's one thing that I don't understand about you guys. Like I'm not knocking, you know, I'm not knocking you, but I'm just astonished that you guys don't drip acclimate your fish. Like everybody I see putting fish in their tank, like has the bag and like the bag open and they're just pouring some water in the bag. You guys don't drip acclimate.
Yeah, so I saw your comment. I think I replied to it, but in this
Yeah.
tank,
I commented. Yeah.
in this tank though, it's hypersalinity. So the reason I don't need to drip acclimate in this.
Oh, you're going backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going backwards. So it basically shocks the egg or whatever parasites on there will drop off the hypersalinity. But when I'm bringing him to the main display, I have to take either 5 hours drip acclimating or raise this entire tank up over 2 to 3 weeks to get the salinity to match the main display. So drip.
Okay, so you do drip sometimes.
Yeah, no, I drip all the time when I'm taking them from the quarantine to the main display. It's just
I see.
in the quarantine. It's only by hand. I do it by myself. But I've seen people done it by hand in the main display too. I don't know where that started, but I mean,
that's a lazy way to acclimate. It's like terrible for the fish too. Like I don't know why. That's like it's and I'm seeing like everybody do it. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, that's the way they do it, you know. But I was like kind of astonished. It's expensive fish too, man.
Depends on the fish too. Most fish are hardy that we get, but we don't really run into, except things like a Regal Angel or a what's that blackfish called? Black with the orange dot, the tang. Man, I can't think of it. But it's a blackfish with the black tang, orange dot on its tail. That fish that every time it dies, or convict tang or something like that.
Kamini, no.
No, the Rico had
Dave,
one.
what's that fish? Rico's is fish that died, the
Yeah.
one expensive one, and it's
The name is escaping right now. Oh,
yeah, me too. Wait, I'm looking it up on Google right now.
Oh, I know. The Achilles tang.
Achilles, you're right. Yeah.
So if it's a delicate fish like that, then you usually see people drip acclimate them. But for the most part, I mean, most fish are hardy. Like angels, when I started, people told me that angels are very delicate fish, but they're actually really hardy. It's just you don't have to make sure you don't have any copper in your system at all. If they're like coral and sharks, they will die.
Loving that fish, man. Wow. At some point, I'm gonna have a tank that when I get through with my move, I'm still not finished moving yet, but when I get through with my move, I'm gonna have a nice big tank. I use salt water here. Like I actually use natural salt water.
Oh, nice. I wanted to do that, but when I go back home, I want to buy like a large pump. If I could do daily water changes, and this camera is full. But if I could do daily water changes from the ocean to the house, and just let it overflow into a drain.
I'm gonna right now I'm kind of like going to get the water off the beach. I just walk down the beach and then like go get the water, and then I don't know if maybe you've heard of it. I just invert like you know the 5-gallon drinking the one you put on your drinking fountain.
Yeah.
The water dispenser.
Yeah.
I'm using that. Like now I'm using that. Like I was using smaller before, but now I'm using that. But Maybe in about 6 months or so, I'll be able to run some tube, actually run some pipe, PVC pipe all the way down the beach, and actually pipe the water in, like salt water on tap. Really, it's actually on tap. Like, so it'll be constantly going into my system. Like it'll be constantly, you know, like constantly dripping into the system, and then and also going back out. That's my plan. And when I have that, I'm gonna have like a nice big one.
Yeah. Yeah, you have awesome tank. The only thing I'm scared of doing that is introducing a parasite.
Nah. I tried. That's why I'm doing. That's why I was experimenting with, like carrying the water in. There's never any parasite, man. There hasn't been a parasite in like, I don't know, a year. I've never encountered a parasite. I have no ick, no nothing, man. The fish are super healthy. It's plankton in the water, so
Yeah, so maybe even if there's a parasite that comes in, I mean, if you're doing a well change like that, how much even if like let's say you set it up on an automatic well change that goes out, I think it should export some of the parasites. So I don't think you should have a problem though. But
well, we'll see. You know, like if it does, like we'll see what happens. And I mean, worst case, you know, like worst case scenario, if you know, like I see a fish get sick, I just put him back in the ocean, and he could probably heal himself. You know, there's enough resources in the ocean for him to go get himself cleaned at a cleaner station or wherever they. You barely see a sick fish in the ocean, like dying from ick, like totally covered with ick. You'll never see it in the ocean. I've never seen it anyway. I could be wrong, you know, but I've never seen that. Like, so I think in the ocean they have resources to actually get themselves fixed, unless they get a virus or something.
even if any parasite in the ocean is so big that when that one parasite gets on and falls off, that fish is miles and miles and miles away from the parasite.
Probably. Most likely, I think so. Yeah. I think the worst that could happen to a fish is fish lice. You know, but I've barely ever seen lice on a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm like snorkeling or diving. My cat is driving me crazy. But she's like driving. Yeah, because I have an animal rescue, but so this cat just had babies and she's like going everywhere. I don't know what she's doing, trying to bother me here. I'm like chasing her around the room. Please stop it. Come on, go eat. Look, you have some food. Go eat. She just had 4 kittens.
Only one.
Yeah, it was only 4 this time. Thank God.
This movie, should be okay to meet them, but this is the most I've ever paid for a fish.
Say again? Sorry, man.
This is the most I've ever paid for a fish.
It's eating before. Like I was watching the fish. I think you were doing something else, and it was eating. Like there was some food on the bottom of the bag. You're feeding pellets, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I like to I don't know if anybody else does that, but I always feed the fish in the quarantine or in the when I'm acclimating them out in the bag.
It's okay. You can feed it. As long as you're changing the water in there, like shouldn't be a problem.
It's almost matched. So I'm about to take him and put him in there. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
something. I'm gonna do something.
I want to see it in the tank, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do something that you hate even more than.
No, man. Dude, you're gonna grab it with your hand. No, no, no. Use a net. Oh my
I
god.
don't do nets.
Okay.
What trouble? Yeah.
Put him in. Oh, don't drop the Johan.
He's in water. There's water right under this camera.
Okay, okay, okay.
So, all right. So there he goes in there. Now he's in the big. All right. Let me get this out of the way, and then I'll move to you guys on the quarantine.
Yeah. Yeah, all the fish dealers here, like all use their hands to transfer the fish. They don't use nets. It really bugs the crap out of me.
I'm telling you, if you have seen one of my older videos where I add my flagfin angel, I am basically petting the fish.
I think if your hands are waterlogged from, like, if you spent like an hour in the water or something like that, a long time in the water, your hands are like maybe more than, let's say, 15 minutes or 10 minutes in the water. Yeah, your hands are waterlogged, so that shouldn't be too bad for the fish. But if you have oil on your hand, it like transfers to the fish, you know. But yeah, whatever, man. It's all good as long as your fish don't die. I guess you're good.
And I don't recommend this to just anybody do it. I just do it because I've lost a fish, and
Be careful with the tang. Be careful with the tang, man. It can actually flick its tail and.
A tang is nothing. I don't know if you ever. No, I don't think so. But I've been on Rico streams and I caught my rabbit fish and my fox face with my hands, and got stung right there on live stream. So if I get cut by a tang, it's nothing compared to getting stung by a rabbit fish and a fox face. And
I'm not afraid of getting hurt. I'm not afraid of getting hurt. It's just that why would you do that when you can, you don't have to. Like when I dive here, there's like 2-foot jellyfish. There's a lot of dangerous stuff in the water, and like I'm not worried about that, but if you don't have to get hurt, like why would you hurt yourself? That's my logic.
Yeah, you shouldn't get hurt. I understand that, and I agree with that. But it's like I say, I don't recommend it to just anybody. I just prefer, that's just my preferred method of taking care of my fish.
Maybe you feel close to your fish that way somehow or something.
Yep, and that's kind of what it is. That feel fish, but I get to I can handle the fish with more care with my hands versus getting them in a net and they're flopping. I can massage the fish and get the fish to relax in my hands, transfer it over into the whatever display I'm putting in.
Yeah, maybe the fish. Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe the fish feels something, like it feels calm. Actually, that's possible. Put some light on there, Johan, so we can see the fish. Yeah, man. Wow, man. That's really nice. That's your quarantine?
Yep, that's my quarantine. 36 gallons. I gotta put the water back in because I changed out water from the Sylphin Angel I had in here. It's just some piece of rock from the main display. and some rubber rock and stuff like that, a little pump, and a hanger back filter. And that runs my quarantine. It's a little bit dirty though. I need to clean it up. Yeah. There he is. Someone asked, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm typing.
You typed in?
Yeah.
I gotta go wash my hands.
Hey, man. Now I'm Filipino. One thing, if you come down here, you'll get a nice tan. It's like, it must be like, I don't know. What's the degrees? It must be like 32 or 33 outside here right now. Let me check what it says on the Google. Are you? No way. Because je viens de Montréal. Ça n'a pas d'allure.
Tu parles français?
K-Town, are you French? Ah, he's French. Hey, salut, comment ça va? Hey, saute dans le stream. Jump in the stream, brother.
Tout le monde qui parle français.
You guys, you can speak French too?
Yeah, a little bit. Dominica is used to be colonized by the French first.
Throw him a link.
Oh yeah.
Throw him a link, man.
Get me a link. Where is the hangout? Bitly link.
Oh, there's some ants in here. I have to take this out. Hold on. We have the big ants here that bite.
Oh, the big ones.
Yeah. Just leave them. Throw it out again.
Try this one.
We have these big red ants the size of carpenter ants, and they have a nasty bite. So I make sure I throw them out when they get in here. The link crashed. Okay, you put him another?
Yeah, put 2 more in there.
Alright, what's me? Over here bothering me.
Who's that?
I thought we were fish.
He's trying to bite your hand.
He's over here bothering me on the other side of the tank. Like all day since I got him, this fish has just been eyeballing me.
Man, he's that's a beautiful fish, man. Seriously. Looks perfect, healthy. That's a really, really nice fish, bro.
I'm so tempted to put him in the main display, but
How many of those did your LFS have? Did you order that or did you buy that?
No, I bought it straight from him.
That is a nice fish, man. Seriously. You know what I mean? Like, not all fish are equal. Like, some don't transport well, and when they get here, when they get in the West, can't get on. They keep crashing. I had the same problem last night on Murphy Street. Are you on a phone? Phone or PC? Because I was on a PC and I got in no problem. iPad. So a phone. Both links are not working.
Yeah, both of them actually sent.
Email him the link.
Alright.
If you K-Town, if you don't mind, you can put your email in the chat, and then delete it after. But you can just give it to Johan, and he can email you the link if he wants, or I can do it. I can email you too. Copy this. Yeah, mine works right away.
Yeah, I want to redo my my entire tank, my main display. I feel like it doesn't seem. I don't know. It feels janky to me. If that's the right word.
Feels what?
Like janky, not put together right. So everything is set up right, but it doesn't have the right aesthetics, like the stand basically.
You're the one in behind is it's not a peninsula, right? You have a peninsula, but the one behind is like
This one?
no, the other one.
That one right now.
Yeah. That one's not a peninsula, right?
No.
So what you could try, just a suggestion, like what you could try is like if you have access to a saw or a bandsaw, you can cut a rock so that it's flat and just silicone it to the back wall of the tank.
Okay.
Some rocks to make some kind of shelves on the back.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Like when I put my tank up. Okay, man. I'm gonna send you it. Hold on, Kay.
All right. So you got his email already?
Hold on. I'm gonna send him the links. And that's one. Let me get the other one, in case this one doesn't work.
Okay. So you already got his email. I'm gonna take it out.
Oh, you're shutting down the stream?
No. I'm taking his
Okay.
email now because I don't want anybody's information out there.
Wait. Yeah, okay, you can take it off now. I got it. Let me get his email. Oh, they're the same. They end up being the same. Oh no, they're not. Yeah, they're exactly the same. Okay, doesn't matter. Let me grab this. K-Town. took off your email. I came to pick it up and you took it off.
Oh, you can't figure. I got it. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay. And then delete it after, like, so, like, nobody has
This is
this.
the hang. The hang.
After I grab it. Yeah, right after I grab it, I'll let you know so you can delete it.
It's in the Hangouts, not the chat.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. Okay, perfect.
So it's not out there.
Yeah, I see it here. Yeah. Okay. And there you go. Yeah, you got some nice fish in there, man.
Let's see if the Emperor will come up. He doesn't want to mess with me right now because I had to punish him for beating on the sailfin that just got in the tank. So me and him is not on good speaking terms. He's in there hiding.
You like your fish, eh? I know you like the fish.
Oh yeah, that's what got me in the hobby and to it now for coral.
Man, reef fish are beautiful. I have to say, like, doesn't compare to freshwater. Not even close.
Nothing. I mean, the closest thing that compares to saltwater is like a discus.
Yeah, African cichlids maybe, but that's the closest. But it's not even like even that is not even, you know.
Yeah, that's nothing that comes close to it. Like this Queen Angel. Where are you gonna find a yellow and blue fish that have an odd shape that looks like that?
Yeah, it doesn't exist in freshwater. There's no real in freshwater. There's no real like symbiosis, you know, symbiotic relationships.
Yep.
So where are you now, Johan? Are you still like, are you in the U.S. or
Yeah.
where are you?
I am in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a nice little town, especially for reefers. There is
A lot of reefers near you. Are the other guys near you? You're a little south, I think, right?
yeah, I'm like south right before Florida. But yeah, there's a lot. There's like two guys I think that hangs on the stream, or yeah, that's in Georgia, but they're a little bit further off from me. But the saltwater scene here, it's massive. There's like 10 or 15 stores just in like let's say a 30-mile radius.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I could just one Sunday I could go through all the stores in like maybe 3-4 hours.
That's what I used to do. I used to hang out with my buddies. Like, they're all reefers. Like, we used to hang out together. Like, we used to go to the stores like every Sunday. Yeah, maybe Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
That's my Skype.
Okay. I haven't heard that song in a while. I don't know why I looked.
Yeah, that's my Skype.
Oh, you can't get in. Maybe that
Oh,
link
damn.
or it doesn't work on.
That sucks, man. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't work. Maybe Dave knows. Hey Dave, are you still here? I think Dave took off. That's too bad, man, because I wanted to talk to him. Anyway, next time, like next stream or something, like or if I catch him next time, like at least now I know K-Town.
Yeah.
It's from Montreal. Because I used to live in Montreal, Canada.
I always wanted to visit Canada or live there.
Go in the summer,
Summertime?
not the winter. Yeah, definitely don't go in the winter unless you ski. But like,
I don't like the cold at all. So
yeah, neither did I. That's why I moved here, because like I just got fed up with the weather there. I got sick of it. I hibernate for 6 months. I was like, no way. When I came here in 2012 in the Philippines, I came to work here in 2012, and then when I went back, I was like completely bored. I spent 6 months here and I loved it, and then when I went back, I was like just like thinking, you know, what am I gonna do? Like I'm bored here, so I actually made my mind up to come down here. So I worked in Japan before I worked here, and then after I finished working in Japan, I came down to the Philippines. I did a few countries, like but I wound up in the Philippines.
okay. That's my life character. So these lights on the right here, I built them myself.
Move the camera over so I can see. You're controlling your lights.
Yeah.
So I can just see the. Yeah, nice, man. That's Macaulay.
Oh, you mean the app? No, this one is.
Yeah,
It's
I'm just reading. Yeah.
It's one I built myself. Well, I bought the wireless controller and got some LED lights, grow lights. I changed the spectrum to something that's more RIC friendly. And then I'm able to control the lights on my phone.
Oh, nice. Yeah, K-Town is like saying when I was 21, I moved to Kelowna. Been here for 26 years. Okay, so he lives in BC. Okay, so he moved. Okay, he moved from. Oh, nice, nice, nice. So he's traveled too, like. Yeah, BC, like they actually have a ocean there, like can get cold water fish.
That's nice. I gotta put the water back in the main. That's where I see to.
Yeah, you could have like a little bit of a better rockscape on your tank, you know, like a little bit of a better rockscape. Like you could, you know, maybe improve your rockscape on your. Just a little. It's not bad, you know. But if you wanted to, you were saying you felt like it wasn't, you know, perfect. Like you could if you wanted to, you could like try to improve your rockscape.
Yeah. This piece I made myself. I think I'm gonna take it out and just. I have some rocks out here. I messed it up with a metal pile here, but I like what this is doing. Like, up, so I may get more rock and have like basically it starts up top and then it kind of comes down to about this part and then have this open swimming area. So I might just remove this centerpiece right here.
I actually like that. I actually like that. That like kind of plateau jutting out, you know, like.
Yeah. It looks like a fake coral, like one of the coral that's starting to start bringing out. And I like it, but I just want to try something else. And
If you one thing I haven't seen people trying is like if you have, let's say, an angel that eats a certain kind of coral, soft coral, you know, you can get the coral to grow like at the same speed as the angel eats it. You know, so you could actually grow it out in your tank. Let's say, like I don't know, like I'm not that familiar with what would eat. For example, star polyp, green star polyp, GSP. I'm not that familiar with what would eat that, if anything. But I haven't seen a situation where like there's a softie that's growing out of control, but actually the angel is keeping it in check. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think to get that done, you need to add the sorry. I think in order to get that done, you have to have the fish come in afterwards. So if you have the coral already established and it's growing fast, then it will be able to keep up with the fish eating. But if it's a new coral and then a new fish, the coral hasn't had time to situate itself to grow that fast.
See, that'd be another thing that I'd like to try, like how you have the softies growing, and then you have your fish, you know, like, and they occasionally nibble on your softies, but and they eat them back, but they grow back. That's what I would love. I'd love to try that. That's something I'd like to try.
So tank like how Rico has a 300-gallon tank right there, and then said they were eating some of the angels were eating one of his corals.
But it didn't matter because it kept on growing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because his tank is so big,
Yeah.
and he has so much coral growth already. It's already started to grow. So even if they nibble here and there, there's so much coral, it's almost unnoticeable.
I like that you DIY some of your stuff. You know, I like that.
Yeah, help to save money.
It's not only that, like you should DIY some of your stuff, because sometimes the only way you can manage something is DIY.
Yeah.
There's actually no, you can't buy it.
Yeah, like there's some things like what I wanted. So the two lights that's on top of the aquariums, this one over here, and then that one over here. These are two cheap black box lights, and they used to be independently controlled, but now I can come in and control just that one. That's the main one, and it controls both of them.
Oh, nice. How did you make that? Like, how did you program that?
No. So what I did, the power supplies in here, I swapped them out, because it only supplies up to 100 watts, and each LED array needs 100 watts, so I switched them out to 200 watts. I mean, 175 each, and then I have cables running from this one to that one. And it's basically the same cables I plug in, but I just splice it to where it looks like it's for it, and then I just control this and control both of them.
But the app on your phone, like, where did you get it?
Oh, the app on my phone? Okay, so this one over here, this is my DIY light. This one, it comes with a little hook right here. I have a video about it too.
I didn't see that one.
It's a little hook. Let me see if we can get the link for that. But it's
but just like briefly tell me, because
okay, sure.
did you build your own? Did you build the app yourself on the phone, or did you get it from somewhere?
It came with the wireless controller.
Okay.
So you buy the wireless controller. It's basically for LED strip lights, but it could hold up to 24 watts. So you get that, and then you plug it into your lights, and you basically download the app, and so
Right.
Build the app. I could if I wanted to, but that's extra heavy.
Did you see on Reef to Reef, like, that's one thing that I actually want to try, like, I'm still trying to assemble the parts here, but I've been a little bit lazy because I've been busy with my job. But did you see on Reef to Reef they have like they have a, I wonder, I haven't checked on it lately, but there was a thread going that was talking about using Raspberry Pi on to build a Reef controller.
Yep. So I've been following Reef Spy, the one. I have one. I have my Raspberry Pi, so.
But I think Reef Spy uses Python. He's not using Raspberry Pi like.
Oh, right. No, but so he's not using the Python language on the Raspberry Pi to build a.
The other one they're using oh shit, I can't remember what they're using. They're not using. They're using. I can't remember. I can't remember right now. I don't know. I'm getting a blank. I'd have to jump over to Reef to Reef and go read the thing. But there's they call it Reef Pi. They call it Reef Pi, REEF Pi, and like if you go over to the like DIY section of Reef to Reef, you're gonna see it. The reason why I mentioned that because Python is not easy, you know, and there's a lot of people on that thread, so there's a lot of support. He's got a link on GitHub, and he's it's like a community effort actually. So I think it'd be very easy for you to get the latest. He's got a lot of things working with it. Like I think they have the pH controller working with it. They have like a whole bunch of accessories. They have the lights working with it, the black boxes, a variety of black boxes. It's very interesting. You might try that.
Okay. That's my next project. For me, so I usually do DIY videos and I haven't had a chance to do that. I've just been so busy with work. So, but now I'm thinking that's the next thing I'm gonna do. I have a little bit of free time coming up. I'm gonna look at it tonight before I go to sleep, or I might not even sleep tonight because it's weekend over here. So Sunday.
Yeah, it's your Saturday night. It's my Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's Sunday morning, and then we have Memorial Weekend. So Memorial Day is off day today on Monday. So I basically have a 3-day weekend. But it's more like 2 for me because I usually work on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of we'll call it a lot of training here. So I've been very busy. Hey man, Jeff is in the chat. Jeff, jump on the live stream, bro.
Get you a link. See if you can get in. There was one link, and then hopefully he's not on his phone.
Hey Town, can you I hope he's still there. Can you if you can go to Google Hangouts, like if you go to hangouts.google.com, you should be able to see your you should be able to see the conversation. How did I do it last time? Like I went to Hangouts and I saw the conversation there.
It should be when you go to Hangouts, the last conversation you are in should be on like the right side, so you should be able to just join.
I think I can add him. Like if I go to Hangouts, maybe I can add K-Town. K-Town, if you can go to Hangouts, maybe I can add you there. So let me see if I'm in Hangouts now. Let me see if I can see the conversation that I'm in. Yeah, I can see it. So let me see if I can add people. Yeah, add people. Let me see. You have his address, right? You have his email.
Yeah, I think he's still in the live.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it.
But it kept
I added him. I added him. I added him to the conversation. K-Town.
Cool.
Yeah, he's in here. I see him in here. Who's Ray Alex? I see Johan. Oh wait, is this the right conversation? SC Reefer. No, wait.
The SC referred here earlier. Ray Alex was
Ah, okay. So this is right. Okay, so yeah, he's in here. He's in here.
I don't see.
So I see him in Hangouts. He's added.
I see it say it's added. So all he has to do now is click the video icon. Yeah, so once he clicks the video icon, he should be in here because I just joined the game. Oops.
Cut the volume on. Yeah.
So all he has to do is just click that video icon, and he should be able to join in. So I'm going to get a little loud in here for a second.
No problem.
Not that bad. For the loader. Want me to fix something really low. What else we got out here? What's going on? Questions, answers.
You need a bigger tank, Johan. You need a bigger tank, man.
Yeah.
Time for a bigger tank.
I want to get me I'm planning on getting a 180. But I'm waiting.
Yeah, that's a nice size. Yeah.
I'm in a rental property right now, so I can't. I gotta go 180. Yeah, 1 goes.
Same here. Like, I'm on. This is not my place, so I don't want to set anything up here. So I wanna set up place. Set up my stuff in like my house. So I actually want to build it into the house. Like have a small fish room and I have my plans.
Yes. I need to. What I want to do actually is get a that 180. I wanted to keep this tank and this tank. Have these two as peninsula tanks, and then have the 180 along the wall, so I could. Oh, a little light. So
What happened?
I could sit right in between.
What happened? It's nighttime?
Yeah.
Like it's the time to shut off?
Yeah, because it's early. 11?
It's 11. Okay, different time. You're in a different time zone.
Yeah. Early. We're getting early. That means you guys storm. Yeah, I think we had a storm earlier today that knocked my timer off.
Oh.
It's only the light timer, so I don't really worry about it. It goes up at the wrong time. It always has the same amount of time anyway. It's not like lights stay on extra.
So K-Town, you should see, like, if you go to Hangouts, are you in Hangouts? Still can't join, keeps crashing. Then I don't know, man. Because I added you to the conversation. So if you go to Hangouts, you should see the conversation. Okay, so you should see the conversation, and then you should be able to just click on the conversation, and like you should be in the conversation in Google Hangouts. But maybe you have to. I don't know how the phones work. Maybe you have to close YouTube to be on. Okay, so he says he saw it, but he says it's crashing.
Wow, that's odd. Because on my phone, what I did, I'm on the Hangouts, and then when I went to the top, I saw the video icon. Clicked on that, and it took me to the Hangouts. It said accept, and okay, and then that was it.
So, like he said, the video icon.
Yeah, so let me pull up my phone. Let's see how well this is. Okay. So let me open Hangouts. Google. Oh, send something again. Because the chat just where? Okay, there it is. Okay, so
Oh, me?
Hangouts. No, I got it. Hangouts, and then you see this icon up top right here.
Yeah. See, do you see him in there? Do you see him, like, when you go back to Hangouts? Johan, do you see K-Town mentioned? Like, you have a list of.
Yeah, I see you say you added him. Yeah, to the conversation. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, his little icon is there.
It
Yeah.
says the ongoing call. I selected and it crashes.
Yeah, so here's right there he is. Huh. He's in there.
Close YouTube. Maybe your phone is not enough memory, or your iPad is not enough memory. Try closing YouTube, and then doing it that way. All right.
Okay, so we have one troll.
I can add Jeff. Jeff, are you at work? You want me to add you or what? can add Dave too. Force him in here. Force him to come in here. I'm just joking. I'm just fucking around. Tried my iPad and my phone doesn't work. Wow, that's weird. I don't have a explanation for that right now. I don't use a phone. I only use a PC, so I'm not really too great with a phone. Too bad, man. It's also possible that he doesn't, like, he might not have, I don't know what kind of connection he has, like what kind of internet connection he has, so. I'm in the Philippines, so if I can do it, you should be able to do it. Yeah, I have a Mac too, but I never use my Mac for this. But basically the same thing. Basically, it's a browser. It's a browser, so same thing.
As long as you have your Google, as long as you have a Flash player, so like Google Chrome installed, then you should be good. So there's
It
one.
says I've done it before, never a problem.
Oh. Let me get some good links.
I don't know why, like, they can't join. I joined easy, no problem. Till last night. I think no one else has a stream going on now, Johan. I think you're the only one.
Oh. Until last night, he said last. So last night, he stuck. A lot of people were having problems last night. Maybe it's something YouTube is doing, or Google is sending an update. 'Cause every now and then they send an update out, and usually if you're watching something and you have it small, when you put it down, it usually goes in the corner. But now it's down here, as one long string across instead of down in the corner of the video. So maybe that's
Yeah, he's saying a lot of people are having problems last night. Well, he's definitely in the chat. Like, he's in the Hangouts chat.
Yes.
You know? He's definitely. So he should be able to, if he goes to Hangouts, he should be able to get in. I still see him in there.
I just sent a message. See if you got it.
When I searched for him, when I searched, I put his email in there, and it found him. So should be the right K-Town. I don't know, man.
Let me try. I don't know. Just in my ad again.
How many fish you have in your tank?
1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You like the big reef fish, right?
Yes.
Am I right? Yeah. I like the smaller reef fish actually, but I also like to I'd like to have both. You know, I'd actually like to have both, but um,
I like the small reef fish. I like grasses and anthias, but anthias are a bit expensive to get as much as I want to, so I might have to get chromises. What's the plural? Chromises.
I don't like the chromis, the blue chromis and green chromis. I don't like them because I find that they kill each other in the tank. You know, like you have to have a massive tank really to have those fish. They're small fish, but they need a lot of space. So that's why I don't like the chromises. But I love anthias. Yeah, very nice fish.
I think it's the same with anthias, but you can control them more because you feed them more often. The chromis, it's like they just die one by one, and then you're left with two.
Yeah, exactly. That's what always happens. They just kill themselves off one by one. It's like they kind of self-regulate. You know, this area is too small, so we're 10, so we need to be 6. So who's the next victim?
I tried Anthias before, and I did something stupid when I was kind of brand new. Not brand new, but I was like a year into it. And I forgot the fish was in the bag. No, not in the bag. The bag was open. I forgot the fish, and I came back 30 minutes later, and there was 2 Anthias in there. And they were basically hyperventilating. I was able to save one, but the other one died right in the bag. And then the other one died because of a couple months later because of ick or whatever. But that kind of I was pissed off at myself forgetting that I had a fish in a bag. If the bag was closed, it would have been okay. But I opened the bag and just left it.
That's the problem that's the problem I have when I transport the fish here. So like when I go out, and like it depends where I go, but like different places have different ecosystem, you know. But so when I go to a place where I know I'm going to collect fish, I find the fish don't transport well. They really don't transport well. Like so I have to put them in I can't bag them. Well, I can, but I find when I bag them directly from the ocean, they don't transport well at all. Like I find they transport much better in a cooler, like a beer cooler.
Yeah.
With an air hose, with an air stone in the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. Then in that case, they arrive, and you know, even if it takes me 2 hours or 2.5 hours to come back, because sometimes I go far, you know, like on the southernmost edge of the island is the best place, and I'm in Manila, so it takes time to travel there. But if I hit traffic and it takes me time to get back, sometimes when I bag the fish, they're not good. When I come back, they're like struggling. You know? So I find like it has to be a beer cooler.
Hey Tom, you have a wrench.
Got the call, but it crashed when I answered it. Try it again. Try it again. Maybe close YouTube. Close your other browser, or close the tab.
All right, so I'm looking at the troubleshoot they say for that may cause a crash. You might need to quit Hangouts, close, and then restart your device altogether. Start it back and then see what it says.
I think it's a memory problem on his device.
I need a small pump. That becomes after.
You should stream more often, Johan. I think you will get people on here.
Okay, I mean, I wanted to do it. This is my second one. I'm not sure if, like, I don't know. I'll try another one. This was just a trial because I was doing something. I was like, I feel lonely by myself right now, so I was like, let me put someone out to see who jumps in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no problem. Like if you hanging out, like that's what streams are for, right? Like we just hang out and like shoot the shit. You know?
Yeah. Do shit, talk, whatever. I usually don't put a stream up or try to do one because everybody's always doing one, like Dave or Rico or Aaron or even the guys over in England, like Briefing Committee.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah,
Paul and Michael Aaron, Rico obviously. And I'm always hanging out with them. So I was like, no one's doing a stream. And I was actually waiting because I was like, I need somebody to do a stream.
It's fun to stream and then at the same time you're working on your tank. Yeah, I love that, man.
Because I did that. I already did a water change for the fish in there and didn't feel like any time passed doing it. So it looks like it's more relaxing. Even if I'm not on the stream, sometimes I'm at work and I have my headphones in and I have my phone and just listening on the chat while I work.
You're IT, right?
Yes. Well, no. I am.
No.
I'm IT and I install. So I install internet services.
Oh, okay.
My day job, and I do IT and graphic design for myself at home.
Are you installing commercial?
Yeah.
So you're installing routers and switches or
routers, switches sometimes. That's mainly running. My job is mainly to run fiber optic cables from the street to a customer's house, wire the house for fiber optics.
Oh, it's residential. It's residential. Okay,
residential and business sometimes. Depends on who gets the account, but most of the time it's residential, and I would say business residential. Like it's all residential, but sometimes a business account will come up. We'll get the business account, and if it's a simple business account, not like a restaurant or something, even though it's a business, still considered residential. But I won't do a bank or anything like that.
Like
I
that.
used to do banks way back when. I used to do like banks, large companies. Like I did it for. I'm not going to mention the company online, but on air. But I used to do it. I used to do it for a large WAN provider, a global WAN provider. So yeah, I basically did the same thing as you.
It's good, you know. Pays good. Can't complain about it too much. Company's nice. I mean, right now they're going through a different little thing. So, but nice company, you get benefits. I get to have a fish tank. I think I'll have it either way. Because it's relaxing. I can't tell you the amount of times I come to the door and maybe my manager yells at me that day, or I'm pissed off about something, stressed out, whatever life sends me. As soon as I walk through that door, the fish are in the corner over here, and they just, hey, Daddy, you're home.
Nice. For me, it's the beach, man. I have a tent. I have a tent, and I just like sometimes I just take off, you know, and I'll put my tent on my bicycle, and not even motorcycle, it's bicycle, you know, and I put my tent on my bicycle. It's all wrapped up, like it's disassembled in its bag, right? It's travel bag, and then I take my backpack, I put it on my back, and I have like a saddle for my bike, saddlebags for my bike, and I just take off for like I'll cycle for like 4 hours, and then I'll stay there, you know, on the weekend, and I set up my tent, stay there on the weekend on the beach, you know, and then I'll come back. That's and I'll of course go snorkeling, like bring my snorkel gear.
I miss doing that when I used to stay in. I still ride my cycle a lot when I'm up here, but I have to avoid doing it during spring because the pollen really almost kills me. But when I was back home,
What? Something almost killed you?
no, the pollen not killing me, but it's,
Oh, okay. The pollen, yeah.
I get a sinus infection. So
We don't have that here. We actually don't have that.
yeah, it's the same thing back home. We don't have pollen. Like we have evergreen trees and no pollen, but I come to Georgia and then there's pollen, and you could actually see how thick the pollen is on the ground when it collects. So
Yeah, we had that in Montreal too. Like a lot of trees that are giving off pollen in the spring.
yeah, I think it's because they die during the winter, so they're trying to come back. But I remember in the summertime, I used to ride my bike a lot here, going to work, and then we have a place called Stone Mountain. It's just this big rock that's just there. It looks like an asteroid or something that's just there, but they say it's granite that was covered by what do you call it, by gravel and sand and dirt for millions of years, and then eventually rooted. So now there's just this big stone rock that's just in the middle of nowhere. And they made a park out of it. So I used to go taking my bike riding round and round, and then come home after that. I miss when I used to stay in St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands. The water is so crystal clear. You don't need goggles to swim. You can just dive in, take a look, and you can see fish. All these little fish here, you can see them in the water swimming right in front of you.
Man, that's the place to be.
So, Cookie Point. Nice.
That's a place to have. That's a place to have a reef tank.
Yeah. You know, I never really saw one of those back there. Maybe, I guess because of where we used to stay, it wasn't something that people used to consider. But I feel like I've never seen a reef tank or someone with a reef tank back in St. Thomas.
I guess it's not that popular because they're beside the ocean. I'm just reading Rookie Reefer. Sweet. Hope you don't love your A-cans. Such nice fish. A few angels have tempted me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no acans in here. Oh yeah, that's another one too. We're talking about things we can't keep. Acans are another one. It's not happening this week. Rookie, missed it, man. I had it in my hands and all that stuff. Hey, rookie. Let's see if you guys should jump in. Let's see, get your link.
Come on, people, get in the hangouts. I'm here all alone with. Will you help Johan out, man? Come on.
Get awkward in here. Good awkward. That's just messing. I'm just messing, man. I mean, rip. He said rip.
Yo, I've always wanted a flame angel, but I like acans too much.
They usually cool though. Some of the pygmy angels, they're really fun. You could try it, try not try it. Depends. I can't wait to get this fish under the blue lights. Just a hint of the blue lights is going down into the quarantine, and the electric blue that's on the spins against the yellow looks awesome. I think I'm in love again.
Yeah, I'm like raving on like crazy, just blabbling over here. Just chilling on a Sunday, man. Sunday morning for me, so nothing to do.
Yeah, so,
That's my cat.
yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah, that's my cat. He's like whining. He wants some more food, some different food. He's a little pig. They have food, you know. They're not eating it, so they want something else.
I think there's one more fish I want to get. That's a Harlequin crust.
Man, you should get a bigger tank, because you like the fish. So it's good. It's good. Like it's not that small. Shut up.
Yeah, I need to get a bigger tank. I actually don't need to get any more fish, but
Yeah, Jeff, you just moved, right? I think he just moved. So
oh well. I hate moving.
yeah, so do I. It's one of my like worst things.
Before I used to move every year. Now I'm like, I stay. This is gonna be my third year staying here, I think. Or second.
Man, I moved countries, man. I moved overseas.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's crazy.
I haven't done that in 10 years. But when I moved, I had nothing but a bag and there's a clothes in my bag. So one suitcase of clothes and a clothes in my bag. Stayed with my sisters for about a year and a half, and then I went on my own. Nice. If I do it, I think I'll be either going to Canada or Japan. That's the next, or going back home. That's the next country.
Yeah, and when I move, it's gonna be to a resort.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a resort, or I'm gonna live on a resort, and I'm gonna be right up against the beach. Like built my house like right up against the beach.
So, I think, I'm not sure if you said it earlier, but did you say you collect fish yourself?
Yeah, like I wild collect. So like I go out and just get whatever from the ocean, because I'm usually grabbing water from the ocean like every second day or every third day, or every second day or third day, because sometimes it's 3 days and then I skip 2 days. Oh, shut up, Dad. What's up with this cat?
Yes.
So yeah, so I usually get water for my system. I'm always changing the water, but I also collect. We have everything here, like it's the Coral Triangle, so.
Oh, I was gonna put this in the video, but I haven't yet. I haven't made that video yet. So, anybody who's watching for the next, whoever is watching, I had my when I put the silicon tang in here, he was getting bitten up by the Emperor Angel. So if you look right there, you see something that's glowing. It's one of these. It's basically a fake lionfish. You put it in there, and it basically doesn't scare him, but he'll go and try to attack this as well. Now, this only works if you put a new fish in. If you put this in by itself, it doesn't do anything. I think because it doesn't have a smell or anything. But when you put this and the new fish in, the aggressive fish think this is the fish as well, because the other fish is then releasing the pheromones or whatever it releases when it's scared, and it attacks both of them. So it basically reduces the stress on the fish. So there you go. Get you a fake fish. $13.
We have some real ones. Some of those. The real one, the dwarf lionfish.
Okay. I wanted to get one of those.
No, man, no. They're so destructive. Anything that fits in their mouth, they will scoop it up.
Even the dwarf ones too.
You can try dwarf. Like, not my favorite fish, but you can try it. They're very beautiful, man. They're like so abundant here. Like, it's not even a problem for me. It's just with a handheld net, I could easily catch them.
Okay. Like back home, we have a problem with these, the large ones. And all over the Caribbean, we have a problem with these.
They're invasive. Yeah, they're invasive.
And in certain islands you go to, we catch them, and there's like a law. They remove a ban on these, so you could catch them and kill them however you want to. Just to try to at least help please hunt them.
You know they have poisonous spines, right? You know that.
Yeah. So yeah, I know they have poisonous spines. That's why I haven't gotten one. But
yeah, they're red here. They're actually like red.
Oh, the red ones. So the one with the black and then the red accent stripe.
Yeah. There's so I actually worry sometimes. I see people running on the beach, like running into the water.
Mm-hmm.
And they're actually like sitting on the bottom of the sand. If they happen to step on one, I think that would really hurt.
Yeah, it probably hurt. I think nothing like urchin.
I've stepped on an urchin.
My wife got stuck by urchin, and now the skin. She said it happened to her when she was maybe 6 or 7. And she's in her 20s now, and the skin where it is like hard, like under her, behind one of her toes. And she said,
I stepped on an urchin in last October, and what they did was we have something called, they're like small limes, they're like really small limes,
mm-hmm.
and they're very strong. Like they have a lot of acid in it.
Yeah.
So what they do is they put that in just in a dish, and you soak your foot in it, and the acid reacts with the calcium, and it melts the spines. Like 30 minutes later, I was able to walk on my foot, no problem.
Oh, I think that's for future reference. I remember when I got the Emperor Angel. He was it's small. It's not so big, white and blue. Now he's white, yellow, and blue. And I don't remember seeing like when you're always looking at your tank, you don't see things grow. But when I go back and look at all my old videos, I'm like, oh wow, he's changed a lot.
That means you're doing well with your tank. Your tank is healthy. So
Now, I was thinking today when I was driving, like everybody complimented me about my fish, which I'm very appreciative of. But I want to get complimented on my corals. I guess it's my progression in the as far as being the hobby, as far as being a reef keeper. I feel like I'm lacking in the coral department.
but your corals are more on the other tank, the one that's on your, like I see it on the right side. Yeah, there's coral there, right? There's not really that much coral in your fish tank, right?
Yeah, that's not that much just because I'm going to frag. I used to have a lot in here, but they just don't stay alive anymore. I don't know what it is.
So you have to improve your lighting, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but like you say, it's a black box here and a black box over there.
If you have a black box, then it's hard to see. You know, it's a little bit hard for me to see. But if you have a black box there, this should be fine.
Yeah.
Black boxes definitely grow coral. Like
So, and I used to have coral here too. So I used to have everything that's over here. I used to have some over here. So I was 50-50 and what's in here as well. Everything was doing fine, and then all of a sudden, about a month ago or so, things just started going downhill. All my Monties, they were bright orange. Like this one over here is bright orange. You could see it just got really dark, so I have to take it out. It's in here.
never throw away a Monty. Like they always come back.
Oh yeah, I haven't thrown it away. It's in this tank. So I feel like I call this tank my little fountain of youth. Because everything I take out of here and put in here comes back alive. So
Why don't you put another black box on your like what size is that one? Like with the one with the fish inside?
75.
So on your 75, why don't you put another black box?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna put another black box right here.
Yeah.
The DIY LBA I did. I'm gonna remove it and then put another black box there just to see. Because my plan was to keep SPS over here at the top and then come down to the bottom with the Repelia all around. Maybe a garniture. I have to move my garniture from here to here. And then this, I want some green star polyps or something on top of this thing here. I got mushrooms here already, so more mushrooms and some Repelia down at the bottom. And then here I wanted, soft corals and what's that anemone? The rock coral anemones. Because I have one down here and it's doing really nice. But I want to have this entire rock coral anemones and then some soft corals around it. But I gotta figure out what's happening. I think that what happened, what's causing everything to die was that electrical problem I had.
Yeah.
Gone now, so I have one little frag of Monty that's in here just so I can look at it and see what the tank does.
For some reason, that 75 seems to be a lot darker than your other tank.
Oh yeah. So let's see. The left side should be the same. They should be the same here, but it's probably the reflection. But the right side right here is off. So if you look how bright this right here is, and then once you come here, everything back there is dark.
Yeah, I was comparing it, but somehow it looks just a little darker. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the canopy. I don't know why. But it looks a little darker, actually.
I just turned the light back on now, so that's mine. Purple, green. %. So it's a little bit brighter now here because the light has.
Yeah, now it's a little bit brighter, right? But on the other side, what is that? A prime?
No, it's not prime. It's the light I built myself.
Okay, okay.
And so it has.
It seems redder. It seems more red. The other side is blue, and this side is a bit more red.
Yeah, that's correct. Because I have a red spectrum in here. So let me put it. That should be 100% blue now. Yeah, that's all blue. So what happened was this has a dusk to dawn effect, so it goes off and comes up and goes ramps up and ramps down as the day goes by. So that's why it was a little bit darker. Turn back off.
Hey, are both your tanks plugged into your sump?
No. Because this is for the Nano Challenge. This is a separate system altogether.
Right.
But all this tank is ran off of is just an angle back filter for potent skimmer in there, and then I have a Cheeto reactor back here, and that's all that runs this tank. And
if that wasn't the Nano Challenge, do you think you would have plumbed the two tanks to the sump, or no?
I might have. I was thinking about it. No, I wouldn't have, because I had it before the Nano Challenge. I had this, but I had it with a canister filter. So I've always run this tank on its own. But you know what though? This tank, when I ran it on its own, it had protein, but a lot of stuff died, and then I had green hair algae all over the place. And then once I did it for Nano Challenge, I actually bleached all the rock at the bottom. I basically started over except for the sand. I kept the same sand and just left it because it was already matured over a year and a half. And then I put everything in here, and it's doing awesome. So I was thinking of doing the same thing for this display, but I don't have any way to put the fish. So I may have to put some stuff in quarantine. Like I have a 20-gallon long over here and a 36-gallon, and then I have my big Bolicini. I may have to take all the rocks out, all the fish out, bleach everything, the sand.
No, don't do that. No.
All right.
How big's your sump, man?
My sump, I think it's another 30 gallons or so.
So you have like 100 gallons there.
Yeah, just about 100 gallons of water. Give or take. I'll say 90 minus the rock.
That's good. You did all that plumbing yourself? Sorry, man.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. All the plumbing is done myself. Everything here is done myself. I mean, besides building the tank and the sump, the span I built myself. The canopy I built myself. The what you call it down here? Algae scrub I built myself. This protein skim over here, it started off as a Terminator 2, but I basically took it all apart and then redid it myself. But everything, just about everything here is myself. As much as I could do, I've done.
That's awesome. That's a Cheeto reactor?
No, algae scrubber.
Okay.
I actually had two Cheeto reactors here. I took them offline because I think it basically got contaminated with a bunch of hair algae and wasn't growing the way I wanted to, so I took it offline and I gotta restart that later on this month. Or next month, actually.
I collect my Cheeto wild here. But Cheeto doesn't grow well in my tank. It only grows one area of the sump actually.
Okay. Does it spin or does it stay stagnant?
Mine just stays stagnant. It's like I wasn't even trying to grow it, but then I saw that there's Cheeto growing. Like I have different kind of macros,
Okay.
and then I saw Cheeto was growing there, so I was like, oh, how come it's growing there? I wasn't even trying for that.
I'll just start with this splashing water again.
There's magnets on it. You put magnets on the doors.
No, these are just really heavy in the doors, so that's in place. They used to be on the stand, string out, but I got sick and tired of doing that. It was getting a little maintenance, so I just took off the hinges and then put them when no one's here. When no one's here, they're off, but when someone's home, they're on the doors. So, what I want to do with this, because I'm gonna be here another year, I'm thinking of making this a little bit thicker, so I can have like a little bar section. So I could have a cup here or whatever, have my cousins and my friends come over, we could just sit and just relax in the tank.
Yeah, I like having a ledge in front of the tank, so when you're doing whatever you're doing, like you can put whatever you're using, like your tools or whatever, like or your testers, you can put it on the edge of the tank, like on that ledge right in front of the tank. I find it useful.
Man, my tank is so silent now. It's eerie. it's scary quiet. I could only hear the trickling of this manual. I mean, I'm about to top it up now, so once I top it up, I won't be hearing anything. Oh, I understand why. My pumps are off. My Jabo PP8s, that one right there, and then the other one back in the corner. Right
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what are you using for return? A Jabo?
Yeah, so in the bottom I have a Jabo, I think 1600 or 16,000. I think so. The DC pump. So it's really nice and quiet, and I don't really hear it at all. And then the overflows are it's hanging back overflows with the PVC, the old PVC stuff that goes over the hang. I haven't drilled my tank yet. Then the two fuel pumps are PP8s. Then I have one Petco pump in the middle, which I need to get rid of. But I keep forgetting to remove it.
It's a shame, man, because I have my tanks here and they're not full. You know, they're not filled up. I'm waiting till I move to set them up. I just have the sump running, so it's it kind of sucks. Like I'm just waiting to set up my tank.
I know the feeling. Like before I moved here, I had my 36 gallon just running only, and I had this tank. I got a great deal actually. A guy on Craigslist had it for. He had two quotes. He had $75 and $100. So I saw 75 before I saw 100. I thought it was two different people. I called him and I told him, "So you have a tank for $75?" I went and got it, a 75 gallon tank for $75. So
That's good. That's a fair price. I think $1 a gallon for a used tank is fine.
yeah, I think so too. Like I see some posts online where the tank is leaking, but you still want $800 for it. What?
Yeah, that's something you don't want to touch, actually.
There's this one I saw, a 210. I think that's the biggest I would ever go. I want a 180. I feel like it's manageable. I can manage my oil changes how I want to. But anything over that 180, 200 gallons, I think when it comes to water changing and water doing maintenance and stuff like that, I think it gets out of your hands. Not out of your hands, but it gets into big boy pockets. Like a water change that does anything good, you have to do almost like a 30-gallon water change or 50-gallon water change to make a dent. They may have to go over to the Triton or some kind
Yeah, like the larger systems, I think it's smart to go with Triton, like instead of trying to do water changes. Or Aquaforest, or
one of those systems.
Systems. Yeah.
I wanted to try Aquaforce in this tank, but I was like, you know what, it's still a small tank. I could really maintain it relatively easily. So once I get to that 180 or 210, I'm hoping at 180, but who knows? I mean, I might get blessed with 210, and then I'll do Aquaforce and or some kind of low maintenance system where I don't have to do too much water changes.
When I was in Montreal, I actually had a coral farm, and I was culturing a lot of different stuff. Like I was culturing phytoplankton, and I was culturing mysis shrimp. K-Town is like, I just do water changes, and those two part to my 180. He's got a 180, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was culturing a lot of stuff like brine shrimp. Had a nice brine shrimp culture going. I had rotifer culture going, so I missed that, you know. Here, I have a small. Do you know what krill is?
Yeah.
I have a small krill culture going, but it's nothing to mention. Like, it's very small. But when I move, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to start doing that again.
So you could grow krill?
Yeah, I can culture krill because I'm using natural seawater.
Okay. I wanted to do it, but I've always heard that you need colder water or you can't.
No, it's crazy. Like, the krill are so abundant here. Actually, the fishermen, the local fishermen, have these huge nets that they control with large bamboo poles in both hands, and there's a net tied. I know it's hard to kind of describe it, but they use a large net that they scoop with, like, each side of the net is connected to like a bamboo pole. And they put that under the water ahead of them, and they kind of scoop out. It's a large net, and so it's incredible how much krill they pull out of the water. Krill are seasonal. Like, there's always krill in the water, but at certain times, like at certain times of the year, there's an overabundance of them, and the people here kind of mash it into like a paste that they use with their food, and so they catch a lot of them. They actually catch that and sell that. So for me, I culture it live. I have a live culture, and I find it an excellent live food for my fish.
Wait, where do you stay? Is that where the whale sharks are in that region?
The what?
Whale sharks.
No, the whale sharks are near Palawan. It's just south of like the mainland here, if you want to call this the mainland, because actually Philippines is just a bunch of islands, right? Like, some are larger than the other. So.
No, but I'm saying, is it in like that general area?
Yeah, like I would take let's say a 2 or 3 hour boat ride to go there.
Okay.
Like, I'd travel on land, and then once I get to the boat, like, take another 2 or 3 hour boat ride.
Because I watch since I was young, I was used to watch Discovery Channel and Nat Geo and stuff like that. And the whale sharks, they eat krill, and I've always thought, when I read that when I was thinking of doing krill, and I read that forum, and the person said krill needs cold water, I'm always thought that, wait, how do whale sharks feed them? Whale sharks are in a temperate condition, in the middle of
Do you know, Johan? Do you know Inappropriate Reefer?
Yes.
He came to the Philippines and he actually went to the place where they feed the whale sharks.
Yeah, I think I
He
saw
has
that
a
video.
video. Yeah, he has a video.
I think I saw a video because I'm Inappropriate Reaper is one of those people I'm always watching his stuff.
So if you take a look at his video, actually that's the place. That's probably not the only place, but that's probably the most the place that's most likely on any given day to see a whale shark.
Okay.
Yeah, whale sharks are like totally benign. Like they don't attack you or anything like that. Almost like a manatee.
Yeah, I think so. If I could keep a whale shark, I would.
You need a pretty big tank. Man, it's been cool hanging out with you.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna drop off. I'm gonna go get some lunch, man.
Oh, no problem. Enjoy
It's like 12 here, so
Yeah.
but like it was cool hanging out with you. I'm glad to meet you, brother. And I was following your stuff, and always like to see you. You know what you're up to. So anyway, now that we hung out a bit, like next time I see you online, I'll say hi.
All right, cool.
Okay, man.
All right, man. Nice talking to you, man.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
All right, man. All right, guys. So it's about midnight here as well. So I am wrapping this one up. Thanks for everybody who watched this live stream and enjoy me putting the Queen Angel in there. Before I wrap up, let me show you guys the Queen. Still over there. He's gonna swim over. Think I'm gonna feed him. He's doing awesome. So far, so good. Look at the nice electric blue. Look at him coming over. So, anyways, guys, thank you for joining me on this live stream. And I hope you had fun. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.